The manner in which a baby is born and the manner in which a woman becomes a mother truly matters.
Care that marries science with art and with time.
Intimacy and connection is what midwifery is about.
I think it really is the personalized approach that we have and the relationships that we form.
Building trust with women and helping them connect with their own knowing about birth and about giving birth.
To feel that empowerment that comes from her trusting her own body.
To me, that's what being a midwife is. It's being woman-centered.
Midwifery care is so personal, it's so intimate, it's so skilled. I mean, we are the experts in normal birth.
Every woman needs to know about this choice. Every woman needs to have this choice.
I am a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
Medicine tends to view pregnancy and birth as a problem to be fixed. We as midwives believe that pregnancy and birth is a normal physiological process that does need to be supported, but it's a normal process, supporting her through this thing that she really knows how to do anyway.
What we do is relationship-based care, and relationship-based care does not necessarily ignore the advances of science, the importance of accountability and quality assurance. Modern midwifery is bringing art, science, relationship-based care, common sense, and the woman's lived experience. When you meet a woman who tells jokes when she's nervous, and you don't know that about her, and you meet her only, it's the first time you've met her, and she's joking, and you think she's just fine, and she's actually terrified. Well, if you have a relationship with her, you know that's her personality, and you know what to do. When you're with a woman who's orthodox, you know that, you know, her head covering slipping back is more exposure than her legs being exposed, and that, you know, respectful care to make her feel safe, culturally safe.
I think as a midwife, primarily the distinction is that we view pregnancy and birth as a primarily normal function, a social kind of event and a very emotional event for women. The special skills of a midwife hopefully encompass everything from, you know, a basic understanding of homeopathics and herbs, because they're very effective sometimes in achieving the results that you're looking for, but also, you know, IV meds and suturing skills and resuscitations of newborns. I think that a good midwife has no hesitation or doubt in her skills to make sure that this woman and baby are going to come out through it safe.
As midwives, we really see the care we give as a partnership with the woman, and it's the woman making decisions about her health care. So tests, for example, are something that people really want to talk about. You know, are you getting all the tests that you need during pregnancy? So rather than handing a woman a piece of paper and saying, it's time for this test this week, we sit down and we have a discussion and we talk all about the details of the test. And then I offer it to her, it's your choice to do this test. Now there may be times when I may say to the woman, I really believe you should do this test. I think that there's some indications. In the end, it's always her decision.
What women say they like about midwifery care is that it's intimate, that it's personal, that it's like being with your best friend. When I'm caring for women, when I first meet them, we meet for like an hour and a half with their partners and we discuss our dreams about this baby and how this baby came to be. The intimacy begins over 9 months. It's the fullness of the birth, and then another 3, 4, 6 weeks postpartum when a lot of questions show up. And so the woman and the family is really held through that process, and it's very graceful.
The postpartum care really sets us apart. If you have your baby in the hospital, baby sees a pediatrician, you see the OB, you go home, you come back in 6 weeks. But there's so many things that can happen. There's so many changes. What if the breastfeeding's not going well? What if mom is just, the family's not adjusting? So with midwifery care, it's much different. You know, we see the mom much more often. You know, when baby's a week old, when baby's 2 weeks old, you know, we still come out to the home, well mom visits, well baby visits, you know, checking on just the whole family. How's the family doing? How's the nursing? Because of all the additional care that the mom and just the whole family gets, we have much less percentage of postpartum depression because moms really feel like they have a voice.
I do feel my idea about my job, what my job description is, has really changed over time and evolved over time. But after these last 8 births, I feel like my job is just to believe in them. Of course, there's all the other prenatal care and all the things that the skills that you employ as a midwife, your training and your equipment and your skills. But that's all there.
And it's so much more than just, you know, that she's pregnant here. She's pregnant mind, body, and spirit. And when you can access and affect other aspects of this woman's life, it's so empowering. When she feels like, you know, that her voice is heard and respected. If it's something that, you know, doesn't feel right for her and she's empowered to say, no, that's, you know, that's not what I want, or that's not what I said, or that's not what I mean. It affects every aspect of her life. That's what I've been able to see with these women who have, you know, been perhaps in abusive relationships even. You know, can finally say, nah, you know, that you hold up the mirror and they are able to really see themselves. And you love them for who they are. You meet them where they're at.
I had to write out my model of care for someone once upon a time. And I used 2 visual images to represent what I thought midwifery care was. One image was a guardian angel with an enormous set of wings. And with those wings, the angel just simply wraps her arms around a woman and whoever else she chooses to have in this circle. The other side of what I do, if you were to turn the angel around, there is a mother bear on her hind legs with claws out, ready to just swat anybody who comes near my mothers, regardless of what other medical or obstetric conditions you may have going on. Birth is still a normal physiologic event. And women who have complications and problems, health problems, emotional problems, it's these women who really need the extra TLC, the extra understanding, the extra listening to not only the logistical questions of I'm supposed to take what medication at what time, but I have this fear. Can you talk to me about that?
To be a midwife means to be with woman. It means that you're with her, you're for her. You're holding her hand on her process, helping her understand where she's at, and you are her advocate, you're fighting for her. As a woman, her right to be herself safely and with love.
We have to interface people at, you know, where they are, where they feel safe.
Because once a woman delivers the way that she wants to deliver, then she's in touch with something that's very whole about her.
It's being a guardian of the normalcy and the sacredness of birth, but being able to recognize if there's a reason that you need to step in or take action because of a problem.
The partner, the dad, we want the siblings if there are any, we want them to feel the empowerment that comes from when a woman after the birth, she just says, I did it, I knew I could do it, and I did it.
I feel like if I just love them and believe in them, they can do it, and they do it.
It's loving women. It's loving women and families and babies.
Being a midwife says, I can be with these women, I can hear them, I can feel them, I can work with them, and I can let them feel me too.
I am a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I am a midwife.
I'm a midwife.
I'm very proud to be a midwife.